The model RCP 8546. This is a dual head tube expanding unit. The automatic cycle operates with the foot pedal as shown. There's two heads on this machine. We're looking at the control box here. This control box here has a PLC in it that allows the operator to switch from the left side of the forming head to the right side. And also you can operate the unit manually with a hand switch on the panel, or you can do it with the automatic form cycle using the foot pedal. This unit is completely self-contained. It's reservoir, motor, and hydraulic pump. This particular unit here can form tubing from 1.5 inches up to 23 inches. We're looking at the solenoid valves which control each head. There's the motor. These units will work on 230 or 440 volts. You can see there it's mounted on rubber casters so that it can be moved easily around the workstations. Now here we're looking at the shut-off switch. This particular unit has a gear pump. We're looking at the arrow that indicates the rotation of the pump when you hook it up. And we're looking at the handle back here that will allow the operators to move it around pretty freely. Here we have another view of the solenoid valves. We're looking at the filter. Now we're getting a good look at the forming heads. This particular unit, because it forms up to 21 inches in diameter, we have a 8-inch bore cylinder on here that will generate about 60-70 tons of forming forces at 3,000 psi. And then we have a smaller cylinder on this side for use for the smaller diameters. All the tooling that goes with this machine is not shown on this tape, but here's a typical example of one of the tools. An example of the larger tool. This particular tool here is about 14 inches in diameter. Small head that's in the horizontal position. And the way to change this and from one position to another, we see the socket head cap screw here. We loosen those, and there's some flats on the mounting gussets here, or the shafts here on the cylinder itself, that allows you to lock it in place. Now we're looking at the arbor on the small head, and this arbor advances and retracts on a time cycle. And the way to adjust the expansions is to move the tooling in to the stroke of the arbor for more expansion, out for less expansion. And now we're looking at the tooling mounted on a small head. Now one of the larger segment sets mounted in the horizontal or vertical position, you'll see that there are a lot of pockets machined out of each segment set. We did this here to lighten the load. All this tooling is made out of tool steel and heat treated to a hardness of RC62. You can see the arbor there in the center. And here's the pockets. side is the segment set up against the little lip. You'll hit the foot pedal. The expansion is already complete. That takes less than a second. Now he's going to go to the control panel and put the switch on to the right-hand side. And now the other forming head, the large one, is activated. Please go to insert the large tube of the segment set and do the forming cycle. You'll hit the foot pedal.